Hey, good evening, everybody. It is your boy Hana, Ben E-Hana, and I am here to think outside the box and rather, I suppose, really 100% about the box. Tonight, I'm going to talk packaging. And there are, heavy vocal opinions on packaging and what exactly is not important, rather. What matters, what doesn't matter. Is it worth the money? Is it not worth the money? Does it matter to a collector? And all of those questions have answers, and all of those answers, hopefully will come to you throughout the course of this video. So I put together a mix of 5 packages of knives I own, and I classify them all the way from my lowest classification, not at all a negative aspect of a knife, or any aspect of that knife. It's my classification based on a specific rating system that I have that will or will not be adjusted, may or may not, at a later date to be determined based on feedback and whatnot, and what I personally basically want. But in this video, I showcase everything from what I call a bronze level packaging, which is a Microtech knife, to the ultimate in packaging, which is a Marfione custom knife. So I specifically want to highlight that this is the bronze level, which is my entry level, to the diamond level, which is my top tier, within one essentially the same brand. So first I want to talk about the perspectives on packaging in general, and is it important? Is it not important? Does it add value? Does it not? Yada yada yada, blah blah blah, etc. et al. Ellipses, all of those things. And so let me address it as a macro and say that yes, packaging matters. When you buy anything, and it goes from a knife to a watch to a wallet. This is just a case I have from a wallet, ST DuPont. This is a wallet. Comes in this packaging. I actually have the same wallet to prove that I value something like a good packaged product. I like that aspect of ownership. I like feeling value from the moment I open the delivery package to the moment I get the actual presentation package to when I open it up. The whole experience is really, really important. And so when you're looking at buying a knife, when you're looking at buying anything, really, the thing that matters to me is how much do they care about it? How much does the owner of the company, does the marketing department, does whoever it is that makes those decisions value the company's perspective from the consumer standpoint? And when you look at certain things, as we'll get into tonight, some value it more than others. And in this video, tonight's video, you're not going to see any bad packaging. Honestly, you're not. And I'll talk a little bit about that. But let's kind of get into the meat and potatoes of what I bring to the table tonight, which is tiered packaging. And I'm going to go ahead and start at the bronze level, and I work my way up to the diamond level here. Sorry, I'm just trying to think while I talk. But this is what I want to do. So we're going to start with the Microtech standard line knife. Now, the Microtech standard line knife comes in a box like this. This is my UTX 85. DE stands for dual edge. It's an automatic OTF, out the front knife. And the packaging is basically standard to what my categorizations of a bronze level knife are. It comes with a box, which is a must. This box is a fold-over, kind of a modified clamshell box, and inside you've got a foam retention insert as well as a owner's care manual. with all of this stuff. Interestingly enough, it does not talk about an OTF, which is Microtech's bread and butter and what's in the box, but who cares? I don't care. The thing is that this comes with it, and this adds value to the product. I know that if I need to reach Microtech for warranty information, I can go here. I know that if I need basic knife care instructions, I can go here. For an entry-level knife, this is critical because entry-level knives require entry-level procedural manuals. You don't come into a PhD level class with your 101 book. You go into your 101 class with your 101 book. So they give you a 101 book with your 101 level. Oh yeah, let's look at that. So inside the box also, this actually comes in a small, not a cellophane bag, but like a little bag. It's not a Ziploc bag or anything. It's just a bag. It comes and it folds over, and the knife is what it is. All these knives, by the way, are in the boxes, but I don't. They store in my case. I carry everything you see. Everything you see that I show goes in my pocket, and I carry it. If I sell it and I say, I'll never say brand new in box unless it's legitimately brand new in box, and then by what I just said, I won't own it. But LNIB if it really is legit good to go. So anyway, everything I own, I carry, and all of these knives are in the boxes for the presentation purpose, but I do carry them. So this is my DE. This is my favorite style knife from Microtech, the UTX-85. I wish they made customs in this more available. They don't, so I don't have one, and I don't ambition to others because this is my size. This is the knife I love. So this knife here comes in a nice box. This is a bronze level box. ZT makes a similar box. Benchmade makes a similar box. Spydertech lacks in a box. Whatever. It's a Spyderco. What did I say? Spydertech. Spyderco lacks in a box. But like I say, it's Spyderco. You're going to use those knives. Who cares about the box? But this is a box for Microtech people. They collect it. They put it in. Is what it is. Bronze level. So let's move up. Silver level. Now, I've reviewed this knife. This is the Rogers Design OEM Slim by Best Tech Knives, and this is a really nice knife. Entry level by a lot of standards. You know, I don't know how to not say it's not, but it's still a nice knife. So silver level knife comes in silver level packaging. So you see you've got standard cardboard construction, printing on there like you're looking at a cereal box. Pretty basic. Now you move up a little bit. You know, at first glance, you got cardboard, but this is not stamped all over with look at me, fill in the blank, follow the maze. This is a knife box. You know, this is a specific box for a specific thing, which is a knife, and you open it up, it's got an insert for your knife. Like I say, I've reviewed this. You can check that out if you haven't already. But yeah, inside of this, you know, you've got other things. You've got a slipcase, extra screws, and this is just it's a next level package. You know, you look cardboard, foam, but the foam is different. The cardboard is different. The presentation is different. The whole feel is different, you know. Look at me, read about me while you're munching some cereal in the morning. What's this? This I either already know about or I got to turn it over and, okay, that's my Rogers. So is that important? No. Do I like it? Yes. Do I value it? Yes. Does it matter to me? Yes. Does it matter to a lot of other people? Yes. So I'm doing a video about it. So let's move up to gold level. So gold level to me is, you know, I've got 5 tiers. Gold is right in the middle. For the knives I have, it's hard to maybe say this is gold. This is high level gold, but I'm still going to put it here because of when we get into here, you'll see why. So bronze and silver, we have cardboard packaging, good, better, and then even better. And you've got cardboard on here, but it's not quite cardboard. It's more construction paper, light cardboard. But inside that cardboard, you got a balsa wood box. And the balsa wood box is actually something that I use myself when I make beads. I make custom beads. Let's see, I've got a couple of them out here. This is my signature design. It's called Grandma's Hard Candy, but that's aluminum. I also do rock pattern, and this one's high density pressure salt, which is why it's got that black. It's super cool. But I use balsa wood when I make my beads because mine are limited edition, super, you know what, you can't even really get them, to be honest with you. And when I do, I just give them away. They're gifts for family and friends and some people who I know. There have been some auctions, but that was way in the past. And balsa wood is a great way to do it. You open up a package, you have a nice wooden box. The cost is low. I promise you, they're not paying $1 for that. And the impact is way more than $1. I mean, it's light as a feather. If you feel it, you know what balsa wood is. This weighs nothing. This box costs nothing. The laser technique probably costs nothing. I mean, next to nothing. You look at this presentation right here, manufacturing in Japan. Call it the best possible, everything. I don't know what you say, but this costs $2. But yet, you have something that adds so much value to the knife, to the presentation, to the ownership aspect of this knife. So I slide the cardboard slip off. I have my presentation balsa wood case. I open that up, and I've got a specifications sheet. Now, you see, this is a new aspect. We didn't see a specs sheet or a COA in our bronze or our silver level boxes. But here we've got one. So let's open this up. Now, this is a printer paper. I'm not even going to say a high-end printer paper like some might say. It's printer paper. In this text is everything I need to register my knife. Now, this says S. S means shiny. Shiny. I thought this was matte. I bought this, and it said matte. I didn't even know I could look right there to see this. So everybody who did not know, S shiny, M matte. Now you know. Higo 2. My serial number, ZDP 189 with my hardness rating, 66.9. YXR7 is your DLC finish. Handle material TI. Higo 2, Higo 1. Difference is the TI handles, titanium handles. So you've got a certificate. You've got a balsa wood with laser engraved box, and inside you've got a form-fitted compression foam. So yeah, it's foam, right? This is cut to mold foam. I'm not speaking technically on this. I don't know what these foams are actually called, but this is what I refer to them as, even maybe if only for the first time tonight. But this foam, fits in. You got to push this knife in there, and the other one, it just sits in. This one pops in. Also, with this one, you get your tool. Now, this is not proprietary hardware on the knife. They're star bits, but they give you one, and it's high quality. It's built for this. Rockstead only really promotes the consumer to disassemble two of their knives. This, the Higo, and also the smaller version of this particular shape, which is the Heisen. These are not specs. That's just lint from my pockets. But they provide the tool because everybody that buys a knife to carry wants to be able to take it apart and deal with it. And to do it is just so convenient because it doesn't make anybody go outside the box. Why make somebody search for a tool to put your knife back together? Give it to me. Even if it costs me $15. I mean, research the price of this. And then ask yourself, if you're buying a Rockstead Higo 2, if you're going to scoff at having to pay $30 for a proprietary tool. Because you're not. And to not offer that, and I'm not speaking of Rockstead. I'm not. I'm speaking of any manufacturer that gives you something with proprietary hardware. that you have to use on the knife. Give me a tool for it. I don't, I'm not going to say I don't care if I have to pay for it. I do. I value my money. Everyone does. I work hard for it. And when I have to spend it, I think about that. And so if I'm buying something like this, I want to be able to take care of it properly. And that's part of my mental process is I don't want to have to use, pardon my terms here, but I don't want to use a penny to turn my pivot. I will buy the tool to turn my pivot because I don't want to mar that pivot up. Not because I don't want to worry about somebody complaining on the resale, but because I want to take care of my stuff. So if I'm going to buy something, give me the tool. If I got to pay for the tool, allow me to buy it. Don't make it limited. Don't make it ridiculous. Don't make it stupid. Just give it to us because you know what? There's not 1,000 people buying this knife. I don't know how many. I can't say I don't know. But there's not 1,000 people buying anything on this side over here. If there's maybe not even 10. So just give us the option to work with it. So you know what? I'm going to open this up and pop these and leave these out, matter of fact. Because why not? So this Rockstead with the COA, balsa wood, laser engraved, slip with cardboard is gold level. Now that is a great package. I love that package. Frankly, I would always be happy with different versions of different knives coming in a package similar to that because that's really cool. There could be things improved upon it, of course, but you know what? There can always be things improved, even in the topper tiers. So let's just kind of run these this way. Cool. So let's move into, platinum. Now, platinum, this knife I did review here. This is my first review. And this knife is incredible, but the packaging is also incredible. So I spoke about it briefly in that review, but I'm going to get a little bit more into it right now because this is the point of the video. So Glen Waters obviously is a custom knife maker. Now, anybody that has a Glen Waters knife in their collection worked for it, whether you watched for it for a while and pounced when you found it or waited for the price to drop to the reasonable price from a seller you knew and then bought it or whatever, but you don't just end up with one of these. And so anytime you endeavor to something, anytime you ambition towards a goal, if that goal doesn't feel complete, it leaves you feeling lacking. And if I would have gotten this in a tube or wrapped in a cloth in a Ziploc bag with a date on it, I don't even know if I would have liked it. Frankly, right off the bat, I would have been taken back. I would have thought, this is not something that somebody cares enough about to even put into a basic zipper pouch. So, you open up a package like this. If it doesn't come in something like this, you can tell me all day long via text on Facebook, via comment, that you don't care. You would rather them spend the money on that packaging than on your knife. That's an uninformed viewpoint. Because, like I told you, this Rockstead, that balsa wood costs so close to nothing. I'm going to call it nothing. That packaging, while so impactful on the consumer that opens a Rockstead knife for the first time, even somebody that opens it for the second or third time, you're taken back by that it just happens. This is their standard production. So that's impactful. And, there's nobody out there that's going to convince me that the argument, I want a knife wrapped in a paper towel because I like my clip to have a rock pattern on it. That's garbage. That's not a valid opinion. And say what you want about what I just said. That's my opinion, but I think it's right. Again, I say look up the value of this. I've worked hard for a lot of years to acquire what I have. I've bought some of it. I've traded for some of it, but I'm not going to speak about the pricing because it's all relative to where you buy, when you buy. A lot of factors, but you look up the price of this, you look up the price of something like this, maybe something like this, and you question if somebody were to say, hey, well, I don't want to spend 10 more bucks for a package. Well, 10 bucks is going to buy you a hell of a lot more of a package than this or this. 10 times the package of that Rockstead. And somebody's going to advocate that they're going to get more of a value out of a knife because there's no good packaging. A maker is going to argue to me that they're putting value into a knife because they're not buying a manufactured balsa wood box for $1.50. Nope. I can respect your knife. I can respect you as a person. I can love your material. We can be great friends. Everything I'm saying can be irrelevant to the fact, and it is irrelevant to the fact, that you can provide good packaging no matter your circumstance if you're providing a product. So, tirade over. This Glen Waters knife comes in a cardboard box. Now, we're moving back, balsa wood cardboard, but that's balsa wood, $1. This is cardboard that requires something to it. It's got magnetic finish. It's furnished where it does not, that's a cardboard gap that's the same. When you see things like this, you do notice things like this. This is a paper overlay. This is decoupage paper. I don't remember the name of this paper. But this is a paper overlay that's water adhered. It might be sort of glue water adhered to this and then just formed. You've got probably a hand chop, which is similar to what we see inside here. I'll get into that in a second. And then you've got his logo. So this is top tier. You don't know what's in here from here. You only know what's in here from here. It's Glen Waters knives. And then you open it up and you've got your zipper pack. Not only that, you've got your COA. Now we saw our COA with the Rockstead, my gold level pack. But with this knife, we take it up a notch. I've got not only a custom zipper pouch with a clutch if you're going to a fancy knife party, but you've got a COA with the exact knife in the pack, the specs of the knife. You've got Glen's marks, so I was wrong. This is a different mark. That's cool. So there's 3 marks on here. I didn't notice that before tonight. That's a table price. A lot of times when you buy something custom, these are not custom. This one is. This one kind of is, but not really. But this one's handmade custom, and they come with a table prices where if you're at a show and this one's available and you can buy it, this is what it would cost. And then a lot of times they just get flipped. So like if you see my first video, this knife, I'm lucky to have it. I'm really, really lucky to have it. I promise I did not pay this price for it. I'm super lucky to have it, and I love it. And its packaging is platinum level. So you got a paper COA with all the specs. Here you've got a color COA with marks, with signatures, with specs, and all that laminated. Small difference, impactful difference. American Express makes a lot of different cards. They make one card everybody knows, the platinum. I'm sorry, not the platinum, the Centurion card, the black card. And that black card is metal, It's a metal card. If you hold it, it's heavy. It's impactful. And even companies that have millions of customers understand that those level of customers that have that black card want a package, want a card that speaks to them, that speaks to their ownership and their experience of ownership. And I really love that Glen understands that, if you research Glen and you understand more about him, as I've done since I've gotten this, you kind of get to know what that's about. So inside the knife bag, you've got the knife itself, my Hayabusa front flipper, which is I don't know. This would probably be the pinnacle of a lot of collections, and it's probably the pinnacle of mine. But right now, my favorite knife is still my Shiro CD, and that's in all respects. I don't know if I can even say that anymore, but that's a really great knife. And to have it in a box like this, I wouldn't appreciate the knife as much. Like I said at the beginning of the thing about this knife is if it came out of a tube. If it didn't come out of this box, I really don't know if it would present the same way, if it would feel the same way. And to somebody that hasn't really had that experience before, it's really hard to justify it. You know what I'm saying? For me to say, okay, hey, it matters because of this. Because if you haven't had it, if you haven't done that, you really don't know. And it's not a negative aspect of you if you're watching this and you feel, hey, this is me, or if you think this is somebody else. It's not. It's part of collecting. It's part of the whole thing is working your way up. And it's why, frankly, aside from the packaging, I don't have a diamond level knife. I have a diamond level in my categorization system, but I don't have a diamond level knife. It's because it's something I know exists, because I've seen them, I've felt them, I think about them, but I don't own one. It doesn't mean I can't appreciate their existence. And so, with all of that stuff, I think that if you've never had a knife that has a great package, you should think about buying a knife with a great package if it's in your price range, if it's in your budget, because it's going to add a value to your experience that you just don't understand. And when you open those knives up, it really, really makes you think, oh man, this day and age, it makes you think, oh, I've got to video this. I've got to savor this moment digitally on video. I've got to share it, and it makes sense. It really does. So with all of that, let me get into the primo, the creme de la creme of packaging. Now, I don't know how you give me a logical argument against Marfione being the penultimate packaging people, the triple P's of the game when it comes to how to put something in a box that people just want to open. They want to have it. They want to buy it to have it. They want to experience it once they've seen it. And they want to savor it time and time again once they have it. And I promise you, this is not a fallacy. This is not my first Marfione. This is not my first case of Marfione. This is not my first endeavor in this experience. But this is the only Marfione custom knives that I own, and I will own forever, because this is my favorite production custom that they've ever put. It's my lucky number serial 13, and it's just a gem to me, and I love it. And like I said before, and I've been into this for almost 28 minutes, so you know that I really am passionate about the boxing, the packaging, the whole experiential process of ownership, from my wallets to my pens to my watches to my knives to everything that I enjoy. I just like all aspects of it. And so when I have the opportunity to experience something like this, I take the time to appreciate it. And Marfione custom knives, the whole thing is I don't know, there's a lot of viewpoints about the ownerships of these knives. But you know what? Who cares? If you like knives and you like whatever, buy what you want, enjoy what you want. Don't be ridiculous about it in places where it's not appropriate, obviously. Don't be stupid if it's stupid, but enjoy what you want. And if there's aspects that other people don't like, who cares? Those are other people, and they're making their own decisions. I ask that they don't invalidate mine, and I'm not going to invalidate theirs. So, you move into these knives, and they are about presentation at this point. Their function notwithstanding, the ownership notwithstanding, the functionality notwithstanding. Can you baton this? Are you a hard use guy? Notwithstanding. This is not about that. Nothing here is about can I bust down a tree with this? Nothing here is about, can I chisel out somebody who's trapped in a well? Nothing here is about that. The closest thing I have to anything on this table is this, and I carry this when I travel because this is my first responder's knife. This is what I use if I got to jump out of the car and cut a seatbelt, deal with something. I've got the rest of my kit, but this is what I got in my pocket because this is what I need. But the rest of this is just for show, and this is just for show. Right now, this is just for show. This is a package. So inside, I've got my closer, my two-tone bronze stonewashed Elmax Apocalyptic Titanium serial number 13 Marfione closer. Marfione custom knives on the flap. Now, we saw magnetic flap in the Glen Waters knife. We see it again here. Here we've also got a carbon fiber textured, not carbon fiber, but carbon fiber patterned, rather, print on this cardboard, along with my, I thought that was a QR, but it's not. It's just a barcode. And then this side's plain, bottom's nothing. So, you talk about whatever. I don't mean you, I mean me. But this is my bronze Microtech. This is my diamond Marfione. Top of the box, I got a signature. I've got a dagger logo with a snake handle. Here I've got Microtech. You see a clear difference in, let me grab that, in this versus this. The quality of the print even is just significantly different. It's weird. There we go. So this is how you have one brand with top to bottom. And then inside of this box, again, you've got something similar to what we have with Glen Waters, but here you've got improved. This is a zipper case, again, with clutch for fancy knife parties. But on my draw, you've got the Marfione dagger logo. On the front, you've got this is super cool. I mean, this is so cool. To have this, like I say, you might be watching this and saying, so what? Who cares? Buy one, own one, enjoy one, and tell me you don't care. That's the thing, is this video here is hopefully about educating people that are apprehensive about why is a package important. Why is it important? This is why. The fun. I could put this on anything. I've thrown this on a hat, my backpack, all that. And here it is now. Inside the zipper, it's really nice. You've got kind of the Sherpa lining, and you've got my closer. I love it. The best part of the package is the knife. Always the best part of the package is the knife. The package enhances the knife. Anything that this comes in, I can use, I can enjoy, probably the company sees value in this. They see the value in the consumers that appreciate the product with the packaging, with the added value that comes with it. And, I really do love this knife. I enjoy it all the time. I carry it a lot. Like I say, lucky number 13. This is my closer. There are many like it, but this one is mine. And it's great. So, with that, I'm going to close the video, and I want to thank you all for watching this legitimately, because packaging is a hot topic amongst collectors, and there's a lot of valid opinions, but there's also a lot of opinions that are not very valid. And hopefully talking about things like the pricing of the case on the Rockstead, the balsa wood box, talking about the importance to me as a collector on the added value when I'm opening that package, the impact it has, all of those things, they really, really do add value to the experience, to the collecting experience. And when you move along the lines and appropriately enough, you know, yeah, this is not a diamond level, but yeah, this is silver. This is a gold level knife. Maybe I would put this platinum level, but it's production. This is hard for me. This is platinum. This is also a platinum level knife. I don't have a diamond level knife on the table, and it may be some time before I get one, because that's just something. Maybe it's waiting for me. But I thank you once again for your time, for your viewership. If you liked it, subscribe. Send me a comment. If you didn't, tell me why. Let me know so I can maybe fix it next time. So next week I look to get into something else, knife review, 100% knife review related. I have something cool in the mix ready to get reviewed. It's pretty awesome. So I will see you next week with something cool, something new, and probably something sharp. Cheers.